Hopefully none. Sorry, it's hard to focus. I got a beautiful woman dancing. Okay. We're gonna start with D tier. It's gonna be a tier list. A lot of my opinions are gonna be wrong, or you're gonna disagree with them. I know. And I'm just giving it based of my own opinion in high elo, okay? Now, it is very different story in low elo, okay? Very different, very different. Like in lower ranks, I've seen a lot of pennies. I've seen a lot of magics. I've seen a lot of whatever else. It is all up to interpretation. This is what I think from watching pro play. And by pro play, I mean the bogur bash. I'm going to give you my opinions. And the reason why I'm going to give you the opinions of the characters on my rank is because you're eventually, hopefully, going to reach that rank. And when you do, your character might not work, okay? I just want to say that there might be a reason why that is. But first, we're going to start with Mr. Fantastic. I don't see this character anywhere. Non-existent. 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 I don't see him in high elo. I didn't see him in low elo. I didn't see him anywhere. Nobody plays him. I even peeked at the subreddit. People are just complaining. F for Fantastic. Yeah, Sibao. And here come the question marks. Look at the Mantis. Look at the Mantis. Look at the Mantis. It's over there. Stop complaining. Look at her. Right here. Just so Mr. Fantastic F tier. He's not really good against flyers. He's not really good against flankers. I mean, he's okay against flankers, but there's too many better options. And not good against poke. Not good against Emma. Emma counters him. Emma counters everything. So I think just D tier. I genuinely haven't seen him even when I played Spider-Man. I haven't seen him in high elo in forever. Genuinely seasons. So I think this, I'm pretty confident with the D tier on Mr. Fantastic. Okay, I don't want anyone to play. I think it is genuinely a throw pick right now. You can stoke art for a bit, but I don't see a reason why you would play him. That doesn't mean that he's bad. It does, guys. Because if he wasn't bad, people would play him. Now, next up, Widow. Black Widow. Easy choice. Bad character. Only good if you want to one-shot people across the map with a damage boost. And you're not, because you won't be able to hit your shots. Sometimes you do get a crackhead Widow. And she is very, very annoying to deal with. So I'm glad she's D tier. I'm glad she's bad. She deserves to be bad. And I hope she stays bad forever, okay? I hope she stays bad forever. Because when this character isn't bad, the game will die. It will be like the final nail in the coffin. So it's it is very good that she is that tier. Next up. What do we have next up? SG got nerfed even more. No, wait a bit. Scarlet Witch, definitely. I don't even see her in low elo. When looking at trackers on how much people play characters, I was surprised to see people don't even play her in low elo. Nobody plays her. And you can climb with her because it is easy. But maybe you shouldn't play her because there's better choices, okay? I see her in low elo so much. What do you mean? I'm not talking about bronze, buddy. I'm not talking about bronze. She is bad. Her ultimate, even with a buff, it is bad. You can still stun her. You can still shield her. It doesn't matter. So, you know, we don't see too many changes about these characters here. And especially her. And she just isn't good enough, okay? She's just not good enough. So, I'm just going to keep her in D tier. I think characters like Reed Richards and Black Widow and Scarlet, you don't want to buff too much because their inherent design is just bad. And if these characters become good, the game becomes very boring. Now the question is, do we want to put Blade in D tier or put him in B for B tier? Because B for Blade. It's a good conundrum to think about. You just gotta think about it. I think Blade is pretty bad. But I think he's better than these characters for sure. So I think he's probably C tier. I'm just wondering who else is D tier. Is there a tank that's D tier? I don't even think Thor is D tier. At least he can stun with his ultimate. Is SG's D tier? Probably not. Spider-Man? Venom? You say Venom? After Trust Me and everybody in Pro Play played Venom in the Bogur Bash? Yeah, I know about that one, buddy. Think you're kind of cooked. Sibao cringe alarm. Go rage bait in ranked. Spidey? Spidey's a good example of D tier, but I still feel like he's... kind of want to put him in D tier. But I think he's C tier. Think he's not D tier. Is there even anyone else that would put D tier? Angela? Even Angela has some use. I think she's D tier. Kella is in D. Alright, buddy. Go to prison. Iron Fist? Rocket is not D tier. My only thing is Iron Fist. The only chungus. But I think he's also C tier. I don't think there's anyone else I would put D tier. Storm and Hawkeye. Alright, get this guy out of here. Get this guy out of here. Mods, shackle him and put him to the pits of hell. Put him in Tartarus. Put him in Tartarus. Alright, I think I'm moving on. C tier is quite stacked though. I think Spider-Man is definitely C tier. The reason why I don't put him in D tier is because he can still get value by pulling people off the map, and there's few maps that it's really hard to counter, especially in lower ranks, and it does work in higher ranks too. His ultimate can get value because it does quite a bit of damage. And but ultimately it is very difficult to get value on him if the enemy team doesn't want you to get value, and it's very easy to counter. But you can still cheese things, which is a little bit harder with characters from D tier. So I'm gonna put him C tier. Especially because I have played him quite a bit, so I know how annoying he can be. And yeah. So Angela, I'm gonna put C tier for now. I think she will get better when people start playing her more and understanding her better. But right now, you are getting a C tier Angela most of the time, and she is very easy to counter. She's gonna get buffed and she's gonna become really annoying. She's gonna be like Wolverine, but right now she's kind of like Spider-Man, just flying around the map, not doing much, just booping, rage baiting, just an annoying character, right? I think her ultimate is not that crazy, and I think her design is very she's very easy to kill. The most annoying part of her design, quite genuinely, about Angela, is that when you're flying, there's 50 million abilities that knock you to the ground, and it takes like 5 seconds to get back up. So Invisible Woman, you get hard countered. Jeff, Bubbles, hard countered. Bucky, just like doing the little punch thing, 100% hard countered. Just stunts, Emma grab, whatever else. Hell, even another Angela. Like even another Angela, just by poking you, fall on the ground. So that's my biggest gripe with this character. It is so easy to knock her down, and she doesn't have enough HP to actually survive. And there's like a long-ass animation before she starts flying again. So it is very clunky. It is very easy to kill her. Her main gameplay loop isn't that bad. Like, I see her purpose. It is very hard to pull off a lot of the times because it is so easy to counter her. But I guess if you weren't able to counter her so often, she would be a menace. So we're going to see how they're going to balance her. I 100% see that this character will get some sort of a buff in the near future because there's no way they can buff her. But right now, she is pretty mediocre. Penny, I'll put Penny in the same tier. You're gonna see like 2 Penny players. Penny is annoying only in lower elo because nobody shoots the mines. I don't think she's good though. I don't think she's good. Name 5 Penny players. Name 5 women, buddy. But yeah, Penny Parker, same thing as always. You can win games. You can cheese wins. Ultimately, she is very easy to counter by shooting her nets. And her team up with Rocket forces you to have a Rocket, which if the enemy team just goes Phoenix, they get countered. But she just struggles with the fact that she doesn't have much frontline presence. And if she doesn't get rage bait content and like annoying mine kills, then she doesn't get much value. So it's very like easy to counter her, and once you counter her, it is very easy to just win the game, right? But it does take a team effort, so it is a very different story in lower elo. I'm mostly talking about my own experience. Next up in C tier, I'll put SG here. I think SG is definitely C tier, especially because she got nerfed. You know, you just spam. You just do damage. You farm the enemy support loads. You might get a random kill, but outside of that, it's very, very mediocre, right? It is very mediocre of a character. She's just about spamming left clicks, left click, left click, and then her ultimate, which can be broken in a millisecond if the enemy team shoots it. So, you know, you can cheese. Ultimately, C tier is for cheesy characters. That's what I'm gonna say, right? And she can cheese some, you know, easy team fights and whatever else, and she can get value here and there. I don't want her for the majority of my games, right? So I don't think she's good to be played a lot of the times, and I think depending on the map, you don't want her to be played, okay? So in that sense, I'm gonna put her C tier. Again, you can make value out of any of these characters, but from my experience, I really want to emphasize, because people are gonna argue in the comments, I find these characters to be very easily counterable. Rocket. I would put Rocket B tier. I think Iron Fist is C tier. It's just like he has damage and stuff, but he survives a lot and he does damage to tanks, but that's about it. And if people actually heal the tank, he can't kill them. Usually, I don't want to see a Iron Fist. I usually don't want to see him. But I'd rather see him than Reed Richards. Widow is cheesy too, C tier. You know what else is cheesy? Your existence, buddy. Lock in. But Iron Fist, he's alright. He is worse than alright, actually. He is worse than alright, actually. I know why I said he's alright. He's whatever. Not happy if I have him in my game. Not happy if I have him in my game. That's what I'm going to say. I don't think there's much else to say. He's just like a really tanky guy. But you can get value. You can get value. Blade. Usually people pick Blade when they're bored or throwing the game. I think he's like one buff away from becoming good at the game. You know what's the issue with new characters? They're boring as hell, you know? I think Blade, by design, should be very interesting, but his kit revolves around his gun, and he should be renamed to Gun. And he does have an edge, but his ultimate, which was supposed to be really broken on paper, kind of sucks. You just run. And, like, his abilities just suck. His abilities are just mediocre. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say his abilities are mediocre. Even his anti-heal on one of his abilities is just mediocre. Because even if you hit it, it doesn't last long enough to actually make a difference. And I haven't seen some crazy Blade gameplay. Like Team Captain does play Blade, but even when he plays Blade, if he was good on meta characters like Phoenix or something, he would win more games. That's the point I'm trying to make at the end of the day. You can make them work. You can make other characters work better, though. So, he's whatever. I am not too thrilled when I see a Blade on my team. Okay? Blade plus Groot OP. That's every character, though. That's every character. I don't understand the X plus Groot combo. It is every character plus Groot. That's the point of Groot. It's not because Blade is busted. Groot plus Moon Knight is broken. Groot plus Maggot is broken. Groot plus Wolverine is broken. Groot plus Bucky is broken. Groot plus Torchwood. Your argument inherently stupid. It doesn't make sense. Okay? Groot plus Namor is 20 times better than Groot plus Blade. Okay? Lock in. Stop rage bait. Stop rage baiting. Lock in, Philip. I'm rank 1, Groot, top 1000. Sibao. Thor. I'm putting Thor C tier. We're moving him up in the world. No longer D tier, I'm going to put him C tier. After playing Spider-Man and playing against so much Thor, still horrible character, but at least he has a very funny team up now. So, you know, maybe a little bit less horrid. I think. Not B tier, not B tier yet. Not B tier yet. There's going to be one change that is going to make him S tier. You're going to see. There will be a season where they buff him with a very small amount. Boom. S tier. Right now, mostly the same character with a better ultimate. Mostly the same with a better ultimate. Okay? What else do we have? You want to put something else here? I don't think so. Moon Knight? I think Moon Knight is a lot better than a lot of these characters. Hawkeye? Star-Lord? No, Star-Lord is pretty good. Guys, you are cooked if you think Moon Knight and Star-Lord are the same tier as Blade and Spider-Man. I think you are very cooked if you think that. Mantis, the most banned character in the Bogur Bash? Yeah, I don't know about that one. Hawkeye? I think, yeah. I think Hawkeye's in a weird spot because on paper he should be busted, but he is very weak. I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it. Thank you so much for the primer. I don't understand. In this, on paper he should be. No, you say he's B tier, but nobody ever plays him. Nobody plays him. Like not even pro play, not even in games, not even rank. Nobody plays him. He's potential. Yes, he is potential, man. I think very diveable character. Only person that plays him is Arya, and he is like Celestial or I don't know what rank he is. But my point is, if the freak of nature Arya himself plays Hawkeye and he doesn't get one above all, what chance do we have, right? Because we don't have a chance. So purely off of statistics, I think he's kind of ass. And I think that's okay. I think that's okay because this character would be a terrorist if he was. You know, Marvel Rivals does a good job of keeping the terrorists in prison, in C and D prison, right? Because if these characters, any of these characters were meta, very bad game. I mean, the game is already struggling a lot worse. Everyone is C tier. All of these characters are C tier. You know what else is C tier? C Bao. Moving on to B tier. C Bao tier. CB. Okay. I'll put the thing here. I think he's a solid B. I think he's a solid B tier. He is very, very grounded. Like he has his niche. He does counter stuff. I think he's one of the worst tanks in the game, though. I'm gonna be so real with you. The only reason he's B tier is because he does give you an answer to a lot of characters. So I'm not mad when he's picked. Because even against Angela, he kind of cooks Angela. So there, it's not a cheesy pick. It is an answer to many things. But usually you don't want to play the thing. It is like a last resort. It is the nuclear option if the nuclear bomb just take out the enemies. Okay, maybe not take out the enemies. That's not a good example. If the nuclear bomb only broke their teeth. But it is the character you go when nothing else works. So, still a boring character though. I'm pretty sure the thing has like 3 buttons that are actually useful. Didn't you think the Thor is a better spot than the thing? No. Moving on. I'm gonna put BP in B tier. Black Panther in B tier. B for Black Panther. I wouldn't say, like, he got nerfed. And his team up sucks. Straight up, sucks. What is it? 45-second cooldown on a Hulk bubble? Yeah, I know about that one, buddy. 45-second cooldown Hulk bubble? I know, but that is a terrible ass team up, okay? That is a horrible team up. Like, I don't know what they cooked with it. It's like they want to give him a team up, but they didn't want to do anything crazy. Otherwise, people would get upset. He can like proc the Hulk bubble 5 times, I think, in a 5-minute interval. More likely than not, it's gonna be like 4 times in 4 minutes. So if you get first point held, you're gonna see that team up 4 times. BP is permabanned. I mean, BP is permabanned because it is really annoying to deal with. So you don't want to deal with him. But you can deal with him. Otherwise, you would see him a lot more in pro play, which you don't. And there's a reason for it. So there is a lot, especially with triple support, this character gets countered a lot. By Ultron and stuff, that's why he isn't higher. Because if Ultron is meta, this character cannot play. Even Mantis can cook him by sleeping him. But Bucky can cook him even more now, so definitely B tier. I think also B tier. I'm gonna put Storm B tier. I mean, she could be A tier. I'll think about it. I'll put Moon Knight B tier. She's not A tier. I'll put her B tier. But anyways, Moon Knight, he's really good, decent, but still very bad against Psylocke and Phoenix and Hela and whatever else. A lot better than before. And he is decent if you want to break chokeholds. First point, if you just go Moon Knight on attack, farm your ultimate as fast as possible, and just send it, and then say, the moon, and just kill something, you win the first point, right? Afterwards, when people get used to it, they're going to start playing around it. So I think his value does get worse the longer you play him in the game. He is very explosive in the beginning before people get used to it. Once you get a couple of kills with your ultimate, very good. Also combos really well with like Angela and Groot. Other than that, his hitbox is really big. Yeah, he does get his ultimate very fast. And it's really good because, like, against supports and tanks, which are meta right now, you can get a lot of value. So I think B tier. You know, it's not something you will get use off of for too long, but you will get use off of him. What else are we putting in B tier? I'll put Storm here. I think Storm is a solid B tier. Not a bad character. Very good with Punisher. Very good for team play. We saw Kaluge run Storm a lot. Damage boost breaks like certain like kill thresholds. I wouldn't say she's A tier. I wouldn't say she's A tier. I wouldn't say she's A tier. I think that's a little bit too much. I think A tier in pro play, not in ranked. It is very easy to counter her. You know? Very, very easy. Very easy. Like, her ultimate will not get any kills, and you have, like, Phoenix so that can just kill her. Jeff team up is not that good either. I don't see it too often. So I think she is good. Not A tier, though. Like, she's alright. Also, she's a flyer that's very slow, and if the Human Torch is open, it is very hard to deal with him. Right? She's very easy to get cooked. Hulk, I think Hulk is definitely B tier. I think without the Gamma team up, I wouldn't put him B tier. But I think with the Gamma team up, like the fact that you are gonna play Hulk, like when you play Hulk, you probably play it for the Gamma team up. Like there has to be a few things. Like if you put Hulk with the Gamma team up, a lot better. And second of all, you need Emma banned. I mean, you don't need to get Emma banned, but against a good Emma, you're gonna have a hard time. Right? So I think Hulk doesn't need buffs per se. He just needs to get the team up out of his system. Because as long as he has the team up, he can't get buffed. I do hate that such a cool character is locked behind being a team up anchor. Because as long as he is the anchor, it's really hard to do much. He's a team up merchant. So you don't want to buff him too much because he's going to be too broken. Hulk is A tier. Is that why you didn't see him get played? Except for the team up in the Bogur Bash Buddy. We have video evidence. Nobody played him without a team up. With team up, okay. Without team up, not that cool. Just remove the team up and give him some buffs and like do what they did to Magic. And honestly, they should remove team up anchor bonuses. Just make characters playable. I don't need all of this team up anchor chicanery. But yeah, he's a really good character. You can get value on him, but you can get more value on other characters. Next up. Let's see, Magic is B tier. I would put her A tier or even S tier if Ultron wasn't meta. If Ultron wasn't meta, and if the thing didn't exist, and if Emma wasn't meta. Too many counters. I think she's broken. Too many counters, though. Too many counters. And she's broken with the team up. Easily A tier with the team up. Easily A tier with the team up. But, like, you won't see her in pro play too much. It is... The meta doesn't favor her too much. Like Ultron is a terrorist character right now. Ultron is #1 terrorist. And as long as Ultron is meta, that is quite difficult to get value on Magic. Magic not broken, you literally just shoot her and she dies. Yes, you figured out how the game works, brother. Nothing is broken in the game, you just shoot them and they die. Everything is F tier, guys. Let me make an F tier. Just shoot. Just shoot. Oh. Just shoot them. Whatever. You got it. I mean, why do people complain about the Human Torch when you can just shoot him? Hello? Hello? But yeah, I think Magic is okay. I think Magic is really good. Is she A tier? Do I move her up in A tier? I'll think about it. I'll consider it. If you guys are good boys, maybe. B plus. B plus plus. A minus minus. Compared to other B tiers, she's probably A. The thing about Magic is she's either really good or useless. Like all the other characters, like they give you consistent value. I mean, BP is also kind of like that. But when Magic is really good, she's really good. So is BP. But these characters are like good all, like they're just strong. They're solid. I'm going to keep her B. I'm going to keep her B. Her win rate bumps to A. So please stop looking at win rates, okay? Stop looking at win rates. Not good statistics, okay? I'm going to keep her B tier because you know what? It's balanced. It's balanced to say B tier. And people are going to be pissed off, and I don't care. Moving on. Rocket. I don't know. On paper, this character sucks, but I see a lot of people winning on this character, so I'm going to put him B tier. It's just too easy to get value. And you know, hey, if you just don't place the rocket ult in front of everybody, maybe they won't break it instantly. And I think the res beacon is really good. And I guess he has a team up with Penny, so that's fine. Other than that, it's whatever here. It's fine. B, if you ban Phoenix, I wouldn't play Rocket over any of the other supports. Like, all the other supports are so much better. On paper. But in ranked, he's alright. He's alright, you know? It's just too hard to make a fatal mistake on him. You just press buttons and you run around the map. And I guess he's kind of hard to kill. But if you break the beacon every fight, and you shoot his ultimate, this character gets no value. It's just really easy to hit your heals and maximize your stats. And like keeping people alive is kind of easy. But he's chill, so I'm going to keep him B tier. I'm going to keep him B tier. Punisher, I think Punisher is also like B tier. I wouldn't put him in A tier. I don't think I would. I don't think I would. I think he's definitely B tier. Like, he's good, but he's not that good. And he's not that good because of Magneto, right? Punisher A. You know what? You're A. Chungus, okay? Anyway, this guy is not A, okay? He's B tier. Like, Mag makes this character a lot worse. Maybe if Mag is banned, he could be A tier, but even then, if Psylocke is open, this character gets a lot worse. It really depends on the enemy comms, and there's a lot of ways to counter him. Thank you. But he is good. He is good. I can see you winning a lot of games with him. But the way I see the tiers is that, hey, this character is good when it works, but there is a lot of situations where you can counter them, right? And as long as that exists for any of these characters, like, the value diminishes. You can't just one-trick them. The way I see it is S-tier characters can be just one-tricked. Like, genuine, just one-tricked. And, like, B tier, you will get value a lot of the times, but you can get more value in other characters. Namor. I think I'll put Namor in B tier, too. I think he's definitely A tier when he has the team-up, or even S tier, but without team-up, you never see him being played. So I'm going to put him B tier. Like, he's a team-up bot. Like, Coke, Namor, Hulk, like they coexist. Without it, it's just a guy with squids, which is fine. But you just don't see him being played without the team up, which might be, you know, S tier gaslighting by people. You're making fun of how I pronounce Namor. That's how you pronounce it, buddy. Not Namor. Like, you fake ass Americans, like, oh, everything has to be pronounced the way Americans. No, this guy, does he look American to you, buddy? Namor, okay? Sibao. Anyways, you do want to play him with a Gamma. Without the Gamma, you don't want to play him. That's about it for Namor. Namor, what are you, a horse? Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Anything else I want to put in B tier? Iron Man. Oh, Iron Man. I forgot about Iron Man. This hero sucks. Wait, this hero sucks. I forgot about this hero. This hero is C tier, bro. This hero sucks. This hero sucks. I forgot about Iron Man. This hero sucks. I forgot he exists. He sucks. He's bad. He's bad. He has 50 million counters, and his ultimate just doesn't exist if the Magneto has 2 brain cells. No, he sucks. Have you seen him being played once in the Bogur Bash? Do you honestly think nobody would play him if he was good? He's just horrible. He has too big of a hitbox, and there's too many hit scan now, especially with Phoenix. And why would you pocket Iron Man when you can pocket the Human Torch? Like, he is by far just not a character you can get value on. And He's gonna get a lot better once Magneto gets nerfed. But as long as Magneto doesn't get nerfed, Iron Man definitely not gonna be moving from C tier because you're gonna hear Fear Magneto every time you go for a pulse. Okay, like you can counter this man's existence because you farm Iron Man ults, but as long as the enemy mag just saves his ultimate, Iron Man's value diminishes by 60%. Just ban Magneto. Yeah, just leave, I don't know, Emma open. There's bigger terrorists in the game than Mag. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Also, I think Adam is like B tier. And the reason why I'm going to put Adam B tier is because he's really good if you have a good Adam player. And you have 2 supports. There's too many things. There's too many things. You need a really good Adam player and you need at least 2 supports. It's not happening in your ranked games, okay? Not happening in your ranked games. Actually kind of thinking about it. But when it does happen, he's kind of a terrorist, no? Just thinking about it. He's kind of a terrorist when it does happen though. He's kind of a terrorist. I'm just Sibao. Let me think. He is kind of a terrorist though. You know what? I'm gonna put Adam A tier. I'm just gonna do it. Triple support meta. He's kind of a terrorist. He's kind of a terrorist with triple support. Kind of a terrorist. And the Luna team up. Honestly, definitely A tier. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna put him A tier. Yeah, I think so. Okay, next up. I mean, okay, let me explain why he's A tier. His res is really good. His team up with Luna is decent. Counters dive, does a lot of damage. Triple support is meta. I think very solid A tier. And A for Adam. Widow D tier. Look at this guy. Widow D tier question. This guy, crazy. Anything else? But Widow, the character with the worst win rate in all of the ranks every season. Widow D tier? Okay, Internet Explorer. Moving on. Cloak and Dagger. I'm gonna put Cloak A tier. I think all the supports are really good right now. I think Cloak is a solid A. I think so. No bad character. Like, she has the Terror Cape. Her ultimate. Luna got nerfed. The Fade is really good. No, she's not S tier. She's definitely A tier, though. Definitely A tier. I think she is like pretty even with Luna most of the time. I think Luna is better than Cloak, but she is pretty even with Luna. And she has counters. Yeah. There's ways to counter her. Like, you can do stuff to her. Unlike Luna. But yeah, I think definitely a pretty decent character. Definitely better than before. What else do we have? Is Psylocke good still? I'm gonna put Venom A tier. I think Venom is a very solid character right now. Like, we saw it a lot in the tournament. If Captain America is banned, you do want to play Venom. I think most of the time. I think a lot of the games or pro games I've seen, you do want a tank that can dive if Emma and Mag are banned. Like, if Emma and Mag are banned, you kind of do want a tank that can be dive. Or like one or the other. Like, if Emma is banned, you do want a Venom with the Mag. Or if Mag is banned, you do want a Venom with the Emma. Because you can create a lot of terrorism in the enemy backline. And Venom can one-shot with Lunode, so I think in general, there's a lot of opportunities for you to do funny things. And he lives forever. And you farm a lot of support oats. Why do you think Cap is better than Venom? Like, everybody thinks Cap is better than Venom. He has a support oat, so he can stow forever. He can live forever. And he can move more. He's invulnerable when he dashes. He is a very good character. Cap is S tier, definitely. Cap is always S tier. Cap has been S tier for like a season and a half now. He only got 5% less damage. That is not a nerf, guys. That is not a nerf. Anyone that copes and thinks that's a nerf, I think you guys are cooked. It's not about the damage. You don't play Cap for the damage. Like, just look at Moxie. He wins so many games on Cap. I think that should say something. And also, everybody was banning Cap at the Bogur Bash. So, I think there's a reason for that. And if it works in high elo, it probably works in low elo too. But yeah. Groot. I'm gonna put Groot A tier. I think he gets countered by a lot of things, but when he doesn't get countered, he's a very, very good character. I don't even know if I would put him A tier, I'll be honest with you. I think, like, I'll be honest, I don't know if I want to put him A tier. I kind of want to put him B tier. Now that I think about it, there's too many counters. Storm Punisher, Wolverine, Emma Frost. Bucky. Like, you can't ban everything. Human Torch. There's too many things. Okay, Hela is not a counter to Groot. Flats is actually so biased, he put Thor in A and Cap in B because of the tournament and not in ranked. Captain Sibao, stop making every character work. Stop trying to make every character work. Don't become the Scarlet Witch players that complain that the Scarlet Witch character is not in S tier, okay? Sibao, team captain. Sibao. When they buff Angela and she becomes S tier, she is going S tier. Her ass is not S tier right now, okay? Go back in the lab and start cooking. You guys, me when I plays the character that nobody plays in the tier that nobody uses characters on. People will see the vision. Alright, buddy. Alright. Team captain is like the crazy guy in the corner drinking beer and telling us about the apocalypse. Maybe he's right. Maybe he's right. Usually not. Usually not. I like usually not. Back to Groot. I think he's B tier. When I think about it, I think he's like a B tier. I think now that I think about it, I think he's B tier. Too many counters. Too many counters. He cooked top 500 yesterday with Angela. Guys, top 500 is like GM2. Chill out. Chill out. Relax. Back to the tier list. I don't know if I would put in this woman S tier, but she's really good. Guys, can you stop being annoying? You guys just genuinely piss me off. Just because team captain is winning games doesn't make the character S tier. It doesn't work that way. You guys are like, you go play Angela to Celestial. It's not a good indicator of how good a character is, please. It genuinely always pisses me off when people do that. You can't just like look at one streamer winning games and being like, this character is good now. It doesn't work that way. Like, just give it a little bit of time. We're going to know for sure. But don't be annoying. You guys are always so annoying about this thing. It's like looking at Cringe Alarm win games on Penny and then wondering why nobody plays Penny in Pro Play, because she sucks. It doesn't work that way, guys. It's like people complaining about Spider-Man that he's meta. Like, yes, surely. Anyway. Hello? I think Hell is A tier. Definitely A tier. She's good. She's okay. She does create a lot of instances where you can kill people and you can pop the souls of people as well. And then you can pop no more squids right now as well. And I think she's just a solid character. She's always been the same spot. Like she was hard meta before, but now that Phoenix is good, she is no longer hard meta, right? So overall though, I don't complain when I have a Hela. I don't complain when one of my DPS Hela. She's just a solid pick. You just pick, and she has stun too and like mobility. It's just like I can't keep repeating the same things I say every season. It's the same character. They haven't touched her. I think Mantis is A tier. A tier above Rocket. Bah! I mean, Mantis is pretty good. I mean, maybe Venom is B tier. I'll think about it. I'll think about your what you guys are saying, but I think Mantis is pretty solid A tier. Turbo support is meta. Damage boost is good. Mantis is good. Works well with Loki. Has Groot team up and Loki. Has crazy win rate everywhere. Was permabanned in the bogur bash and every tournament ever. You know, I think there's a reason for that. Good dancer, as we know. I actually forgot that she's dancing on the top right. S tier with the new skin, definitely. Fat ass as well. I mean, it's just Mantis, you know? And she actually does a lot of damage. And she does a lot of damage too, so. Quite the character. I mean, her buffs are pretty good, right? A tier for fat ass. SS tier for fat ass. Maybe Venom is not A tier, you know? Maybe he's not A tier. Now that I think about it, now that you propose these arguments to me, guys, maybe I was too hasty in my judgment about Venom. I mean, when Emma is open, you definitely are not gonna have a good time on Venom. Really depends on the bans. I'll put him B tier. Why are all the tanks B tier? I'll put him B tier. B tier. This is an ugly tier list now. How do I make this prettier? But now it doesn't work. The tier list is just ugly now. Kind of pisses me off. I kind of need to put Venom in A tier. Just purely out of aesthetic reasons, sorry. Out of aesthetic reasons, he needs to be A tier. I'm sorry. Moving on. I think Star-Lord is A tier. I think he's a good character. I think he gets better the higher rank you get, you know? In higher elo, he gets better. Why Groot B? Or you're gonna find out in the video, no? Or maybe because he has 50 million counters. But Star-Lord has consistent damage, good tracking. If you have good tracking, you have consistent damage, and his ultimate is good. And he's fair. He's a fair character. You know, I don't mind this character being good. Like, he's not, like, broken good. And if you play smart, you can counter a lot of things. The only issue with Star-Lord is quite legitimately Magneto. I feel like Emma just counters 90% of the roster. Otherwise, good character. Like, you see him a lot in high rank. Why is Magic B and Hela A? Somebody asked me in YouTube chat. I can predict people's ranks off of your comments, by the way. Moving on. Oh, Loki is definitely A tier. I don't see this character being S tier anymore. He's kind of like a Green Lantern type deal, you know. Um, he used to be hard S, but they did reduce his damage quite a bit, and his lamp is still good, and the copy is still good, but he's just not as good as before. Like, he's still fine. You can still play him, but like, you don't want to play him too often. In the sense that I feel like there's better picks in store. I feel like there's better picks in store. You can definitely feel the nerfs. And his ultimate like charges slower, and you can't just DPS your way into like killing everybody, right? So yeah, pretty consistently decent, but not the best anymore. Not a must pick. Not a must pick. I'm glad we don't have like 24 seconds of Luna Woods anymore. It's only 20. I'll put Bucky in A tier too. I think he's good. I think he's good. Like, he's not broken or anything. Like, he is very annoying, but he's not S tier broken. Like, he's not S tier. You know what I mean? Like, he is good, but not S tier. Like, I wouldn't put him S tier. Because I think his main reason why he's not S tier is because his main damage is lacking. Like, he does a lot of damage, but he's a hook bot, and he's good at it, and his ultimate is a lot, and he counters a lot, but you can't dish out the same amount of damage as, like, Human Torch or Phoenix or Psylocke, right? So it's not a character that you must pick, but it's a character that's good to have. Like, he's a second option. When other things don't work, you kind of want to pick him. And Wolverine's definitely A tier. Not S tier because he can get countered, but I feel like if you ban Emma, this character is really good. Even without Emma ban, like, this character can win a lot of games. Like, Guru once said that if the enemy team has Wolverine, you kind of want to play Wolverine too. And I think it's true. I think it's true. Maybe like with triple support, the character isn't as good, but as long as the enemy team has 2 tanks, and if the tanks aren't like locked in, they will have a horrible time. They will have a horrible time. And I think, you know, I respectable. Definitely respectable. For the Wolverine. Not for me. I don't respect that character. I don't respect him. He's just a terrorist. But he hasn't been changed much. Oh, also Invisible Woman does counter him really well, so he could be lower than A tier, but I'll put him A tier right now. I'll put him A tier. Hawkeye's still best in the game. She hit headshots all the time. Alright, good luck with that one, buddy. Good luck with that one. I mean, it's true, it's true. It's true. I mean, if Black Widow lands all headshots, she's like hard meta. And she gets damage boosted. And everybody sits AFK, right? And they don't use their ultimates and abilities and support ults. Oh, I'm thinking about the rest of the cast here. I feel like do I want to put Strange S tier even? I feel like I think you can always play him. I don't think you can always play Strange though. But I think he's a good S tier, especially if Emma is banned. Even if Emma isn't banned, you can play him. And you can carry a. I'm just gonna do it. Strange S tier. S for Strange. I think he's quite good. I'm opening a portal. My tier list, I put him as true. I mean, Kalush did get the Strange ban. And we did see a lot of strange plays at the Bogur Bash. Bias tier list, true. True. S stands for weird. I mean, his buff is really good. Like, Strange right now is in a really good spot. They'll probably nerf him, but he does a lot of the damage. Like, he does a lot more damage with the buff on his Maelstrom of Madness. I remember the name of the ability. Because it is now 2 seconds less, and you can do it more often, which means you're going to be anti-healed less. You're going to farm your ultimate a lot more, and as long as you hit 1 or 2 people, you can win the fight off of that. And you can also block off heals with your shield, which is really good. You can cut off the line of sight and kill people through support ults. You can block a lot of abilities, you can block a lot of ultimates, you do a lot of damage. And honestly, if you're smart with the portals, the character is really good, right? If you're smart with portals, he's very good. So I feel like the game changes a lot, especially if you ban Strange. And I don't think he's necessarily hard to play. The only issue with Strange is if Emma is open. And that's if the Emma is good. So I think in general, for every rank except one above all, I don't think there's a reason not to play Strange. Also, you can fly and counter flyers. Honestly, yeah, I think, like, now that I'm wording it, I think he's definitely S tier. I think he's definitely S tier. Invis Woman, do you agree S tier, Desley? I think she's S tier. I think she counters half the roster. And her ultimate is now good. I think she's better than Loki now for sure. And Cloak. Yeah, I think so. I think she's definitely S tier. Also, her skin is going to make her SS tier. Yeah, and her slow is really good. So I'm happy about Strange and Invis being S tier. That does shake things up. Everything else is pretty much the same as before. She is better than Cloak and Dagger if you're good at the game. If you're bad at the game, I guess you can't play a like subpar character like Cloak and Dagger. I was trying to make like say inferior, but then it just came out as superior, which I like. Yeah. And her ultimate is good, but you can still kill her. It's a good character. I rather have Invisible Woman as meta than Loki and Cloak. So. It's a good character. And also her pool is really good against so many characters in the game, and she's a big counter to Angela. So, definitely S tier. Ultra Kill, W. Emma Frost, S tier. Do I need to say anything? Terrorist character. Can we nerf this character more? As long as her diamond, like the thing she charges out, and her beam, like the diamond pull out, and then the explosion on it, and the beam are good, like, she's gonna be a terrorist. And even, like, stop nerfing her grab, nerf her damage output. Her neutral game is too good. She's still getting permaban. She needs more nerfs. Her Crystal is really, really broken. Like, she's really broken. She gets banned, like, 90% of the games. Nobody wants to play against her. Nobody wants to play her. Everybody's bored. Like, just nerf her. Like, she makes the game more miserable for everybody. Like, we need some hard nerfs on Emma. Character is really, really annoying. Really, really, really annoying. Really annoying, okay? Really annoying. And she's so strong with triple support meta because she allows for more damage. So I don't even want to yap about her. I'm tired of her. Phoenix, no changes this season. Exactly the same character as last season. We saw her getting banned in the Bogur Bash. We see her getting banned in Ranked. Usually, if Luna and her are open, you do want to play her. So, because you can one-shot through support ults. And she has the animation cancel tech that makes her S+ tier. So, we need to remove the animation cancel tech, and we need to, like, do something about this terrorist character, okay? I'm surprised she didn't get any nerfs. Oh, just shoot them. You're right. You're right. Wow. Also, you can just combo with Magneto. Who is this? Like, he didn't get... Phoenix not getting any nerfs is crazy. Honestly, I really like Mag, but I'm surprised he didn't get any nerfs either. You can even just one-shot with Phoenix Mag. You can combo Phoenix out with so many ults to one-shot. So, there isn't much to say about Mag. It's the same character, pretty much. It's the same character. He's just amazing. Like, he's always being played. Luna Snow. The thing about Luna Snow is that I'm glad her ultimate got nerfed, but as long as her ultimate does 40% damage boost, you kind of want her on your team to be able to kill through support ults. So, yeah, and her base kit is really good, and it's basically the same character except she dances less, which is a good change. No, don't get me wrong, right? Listen, it took us 4 seasons to get a little bit of a nerf on Luna. So 4 more seasons, maybe 2 more seconds shaved off, right? we're gonna see in 2026. Jeff is S tier. I'm just saying. Jeff is S tier. I definitely S tier. Definitely S tier. I'm not even exaggerating. I think the buff on his ultimate really pushed him over the edge. The people that won Bogur Bash played Jeff, trust me, Steam. And then the winners of the last Ignite played Jeff, and he was weaker. And he's played in every game, and he's being banned in every game. And I suspect this character is even better in lower elo. Right? So it's just that he heals so much. He's kind of like a DPS that can heal. It's kind of like the same issue as before, but before he was like a flank DPS. But now he heals and DPS at the same time. So it is a better variant because it's less annoying and more counterable. But the issue is the same. Because he can peel the supports unkillable. You can't kill them. And as he's healing them, he's poking. So the supports need to heal each other and then the tanks die. And then when you get your ultimate, you can just win the fight for free by eating like 2 people, right? And he is hard to kill as well. And he can place bubble and he can speed boost, right? So it is crazy to say, but he's definitely S tier. Like, he's crazy carry potential. I feel like if you don't know how to play Jeff, you should learn to play Jeff. And now he also heals after he uses his ultimate, which makes a big difference. Because before you would ultimate and then you would go and eat people and then your team wouldn't have heals. But now they have heals and you can heal them and yourself after you eat them to not die. So it is genuinely quite astonishing how crazy this character has become every patch. But I guess it is normal when, I think, did Guang Guang say that Jeff is his favorite character? Or was it Jiong? I don't remember. I've seen Jeff be played with a single support and win game, like Jeff with Luna, because his ultimate is kind of like a support ult now. But yeah. Oh, Guang Guang. Yeah, Guang Guang. Guang Guang is definitely like kind of pushing the game in a certain direction that he would like to see. Jeff the Land Shark. But yeah, I think this character is really good in all ranks. Psylocke, honestly, I'm not sure about this one. I've seen some Psylocke players say that Psylocke isn't good. I've seen some Psylocke players say that Psylocke is really good still. I don't know. This is a question mark for me. Maybe A tier or S tier. I don't know. Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. This is a question mark for me. Like, straight up. I don't know. I don't play this hero. I know who to trust. Yeah, I think I'll put her A tier. I think the reason I'm going to put her A tier is because triple support is meta. There's too much healing and too many support ults. It's really hard to kill everything. Like, it's hard to get value on your ultimate too. So I think A tier. Otherwise I would put her S tier. It's just that supports in the game are too strong right now, so it is really hard to do your thing as Psylocke. And then I'm gonna put Ultron S tier. Triple support is meta. Honestly, like, seeing Ultron with Jeff, with Mantis, anything works. Like, this guy, like, this character just does too much damage, heals his supports, and his ultimate farms really fast. It's just a gross character. And honestly, really easy. I played him for a game or two. I picked him one game in, I think it was on my main account, yeah. It was on my main account. In Eternity, I picked him for the first time. We won, and I was MVP. First time playing Ultron. This character is piss easy. Piss easy. So easy, so much value, so much damage. Stat farming, ultimate is really good because you can either heal your team and keep them alive or DPS and kill the enemy backline. So I like easily S tier. Also, counters have the roster of divers, right? So definitely an S tier character. Cap. Yeah, Cap is pretty good. Cap is pretty good. I see him getting banned a lot in tournaments. I see him getting banned a lot in ranked. It's just that he stays alive. Like, yeah, he is really good. No cap. Cap plus triple support means you have 4 support ults, which is insane in defense. And if it's a good cap, you can kill people and you can stay alive forever, right? And with triple support, there isn't much that will kill you. Like, you won't kill anything, but on defense, nobody's going to kill you either. And having a 4th support ult will change the tide of battle. Like, if Emma is banned especially, I think Cap is a really good choice. Honestly, the game is very varied when Cap is banned. I need to color code this. Human Torch. Do I even need to say anything? It's crazy this character didn't get nerfed. It's crazy this guy didn't get nerfed. Like, genuinely. Like, what are we cooking here? Guang Guang, what are we cooking? How is this character not nerfed? How is he not? Like, genuinely. This character has been permabanned in every game, in every tournament, in every ranked game. Everybody hates him. Nobody wants him. And he didn't get a single nerf. It is insane. Right? This character is Exodia Unleashed. Right? He is so crazy right now. Because the Human Torch, if he has Luna Flake and Invisible Team Up, it is like assembling the pieces, and Ultron. Like, even without all of those. But if he has all of those, Exodia. Exodia Obliterate. There is nothing anyone can do. Like, the only issue is if you can't play the Torch. But if you can't play the Torch and you've assembled every piece of the Unstoppable Exodia, it's gonna look like the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! The enemy team is Kaiba, your team is Yugi, right? If they don't have Exodia themselves, right? So it's just too difficult to do anything because he moves like a crackhead. Impossible to hit. And really, really crazy damage output, and his ultimate is crazy, and everything about him crazy, and then he has like 50 million healing, and it's just uncountable beast. The only way you counter him is with another Torch, and if your Torch isn't as good, or your team doesn't play around your Torch as well, you just lose. So, horrible character design. Horrible character. Please nerf him next season. We need Human Torch nerfed. We need Emma nerfed. Fuck it. Nerf Mag. Nerf Phoenix. Nerf Ultron. Honestly, everything else I'm happy with. Maybe Luna, but that's not happening. But that's about it. That's the tier list. That's the tier list.